The school garden, kids grow vegetables and learn patience. It was the beginning of spring, and the sun was warm after many cold winter days. At Green Valley School, the teachers had a new idea. They wanted the children to learn not only from books but also from nature. So one morning, the principal stood in front of the class and said, "This year, we will make a school garden. All the students will work together. We will grow vegetables, and we will learn how plants grow." The children clapped and cheered. Some were excited because they loved being outside. Some were nervous because they had never touched soil before. One boy, Adam, whispered to his friend, "I don't know how to grow anything. What if I do it wrong?" His friend Sarah smiled and said, "Don't worry, Adam. We will learn step by step." The next day, the teacher, Ms. Rose, took the children outside. Behind the school, there was a small empty yard. The soil was dry, and there were a few stones. Ms. Rose clapped her hands and said, "This is where our garden will be." It does not look beautiful now, but with hard work and patience, it will become full of life. The children rolled up their sleeves. They picked up the stones, they pulled out the weeds, and they dug the soil with small shovels. Their hands became dirty, and sweat ran down their faces. Some children laughed and said, "This is fun." Others felt tired and wanted to stop, but Ms. Rose encouraged them. "Good gardens need strong workers," she said kindly. After many hours, the ground looked soft and ready. Ms. Rose showed them small packets of seeds. "These are carrot seeds, these are tomato seeds, and these are bean seeds," she explained. The children's eyes grew wide. The seeds were so small and simple, but they would become food one day. Each child took a few seeds in their hand and made little holes in the soil. They placed the seeds gently inside and covered them with earth. "Now," said Ms. Rose, "the most important part begins. We must water the seeds every day. We must wait and be patient." The next morning, the children ran to the garden. They looked at the soil, but nothing had changed. "Where are the plants?" Adam asked. "Be patient," Ms. Rose said with a smile. "Seeds take time. They are growing quietly under the ground." Days passed. The children watered the soil carefully. They pulled out new weeds. They watched and waited. At first, they saw nothing, and some became impatient. "Maybe the seeds are dead," one girl said sadly, but Ms. Rose encouraged them again. "Great things take time. Do not lose hope." One bright morning, Sarah screamed with joy. "Look, look, a green leaf." Everyone rushed to her row. A tiny green shoot was coming out of the ground. Soon, more little plants appeared in every corner of the garden. The children cheered and clapped. Adam smiled for the first time. "It worked," he said proudly. Week after week, the plants grew taller. The beans climbed up sticks. The tomatoes turned from green to red, and the carrots hid under the soil with their green tops waving in the wind. The children took turns caring for the plants. Some watered, some removed weeds, and some built small fences to protect the garden from animals. At first, the work felt hard, but slowly the children learned to enjoy it. They talked to the plants, they sang songs, and they laughed together. They learned teamwork, responsibility, and patience. When one plant grew weak, the children worked together to help it. They added more water, more soil, and more love. Finally, after many months, harvest day came. The children went to the garden with baskets. They pulled out big orange carrots, picked red shiny tomatoes, and collected long green beans. Their baskets were full of fresh vegetables. The smell of earth and plants filled the air. Back in the classroom, Ms. Rose smiled proudly. "You see," she said, "when you work hard, wait patiently, and take care of something, it grows. This is not only about plants, this is about life." That afternoon, the children made a big salad with the vegetables they grew. They ate together, laughing and sharing. Adam tasted a tomato and said, "This is the best tomato I have ever eaten." Sarah laughed and replied, "Of course it is. We grew it with our own hands." From that day, the children looked at gardens and plants differently. They understood that every small seed had the power to become something big, if only someone gave it time and care. They also learned that patience, like a garden, could grow into something beautiful.